Good evening, viewers. Starting off with news from Trinidad and Tobago. TNT recorded its first triple murder in 2022 on Thursday. Police reports indicate that 3 men were killed in a shooting along the TOCO main road. The men were in a vehicle when gunmen opened fire on them at around 10 p.m. and 2 of them were found dead in the vehicle while the third one was outside the vehicle. The men were shot multiple times in the head and upper body, police said. The victims were identified only as Terence, VOGT and Skitty of Northeastern Settlement, Sangre Grande, Trinidad and Tobago. And the cause of the shooting is still unknown while investigations continue. Antigua and Barbuda Health Ministry is urging residents to be vigilant and continue to comply with the established public health measures, even if they received a negative COVID-19 results from a rapid antigen test. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Rhonda Seeley-Thomas shared that advice during a media briefing on Thursday, warning that all tests are susceptible to producing false results. Seeley-Thomas said that there will be false negatives, there will be false positive, and persons should continue with the mandated protocols even if a person gets a negative test. The CMO was supported in that advice by her acting deputy, Dr. Terry Joseph, who also warned the public to be patient if they come in contact with someone who is or believed to be infected with COVID-19. The understandable panic that sets in and pushes people to get tested right away, she says, leaves the door open for a bad situation. Still in Antigua, it will take more than an easy $2 million compassionate offer and threats by Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister to get the union representing Liat's ex-workers to back down from their fight for severance and other payments owed to them. On Thursday, the General Secretary of the Antigua and Barbuda Workers Union, David Messiah, released a statement informing that he cannot continue to rape the workers' rights. The government said that many of the former workers have chosen to opt to benefit from an easy $2 million compassionate offer, but Messiah said it was a small fraction of the Antiguan workers, about 60 among over 250. Furthermore, he said of that 30%, they were prepared to give the employee less than $600 in the give-out in Christmas, and there was no understanding of when he would get the others. The regional carrier's former incarnation, Liat 1974, is owned by governments of Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines since July 2020. Hundreds of former Liat employees are owed about $80 million in severance payments, but court-appointed administrator Cleveland Seafort had given early indication that they will not get it anytime in the near future. And finally, in what seems to be a series of unfortunate events, the Democratic Labour Party DLP manifesto has been leaked again, which comes on the heels of heavy criticism of one newcomer to the party and the reappearance of former Prime Minister Frondell Stewart. Just hours ahead of their manifesto launch, an unedited copy appeared online for people to pursue. DLP President Vero D. Pisa responded to the leak Thursday afternoon, saying that the real copy would be released at the launch and deemed the act as another desperate move by their opponents. Barbados' general elections is slated for January 19, 2022. That concludes tonight's edition of the Regional News. I'm Joel Vogt. Good night.